Right. In this morning show, we are here to inspire you about building your own business and helping you stay on track of your goals. It's a daily cup of motivation. A supportive group of women who wants to see you succeed in your business, and we'll support you every step of the way. Right in the morning. Just put your mind to it. Coffee with Nikkie. Wake up everybody in the morning. Wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo. Wake up in the morning, 5 a.m. in the morning. I'm yawning, brainstorming when my mind is forming. Time to tune to this morning show early in the morning. Listen to Coffee with Nikkie. Oh yes, she's busy. If you need help, tune on the channel right with me. Strong, independent women make it sound easy. Take it Wake easy, up everybody in the morning. Wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo.
Good morning, everyone. How are you all doing this amazing morning? Now, listen, I was watching the video, and I know when people say grand rising and great morning, no, not great morning, they say great day, things like that, because my son says that too. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I should be a little bit more mindful about my words and what they mean, right? Because they have meaning. So I was like, we'll see. And I'm seeing if I could wean myself off of saying good morning. We'll see. But it's habitual. It's habit. So I got to get it out of there. So we'll see. Mr. Wilson. So welcome in to Coffee with Nikkie. Welcome, everybody. I am Miss Nikkie, and this is your daily cup of information. And we are going to be talking about Q4. Again, I said we're talking about Q4 holiday season, the entire rest of the year. Okay, so if you have not gotten your checklist on my last post that I said I was going to take down because my AI's teeth look crazy, I didn't take it down. It's still there. If you comment checklist, you'll be able to receive our checklist, and that's our Q4 holiday business readiness checklist. And on this checklist, we didn't even get through all of it yet, but on this checklist, you have all of the things that you should be getting in place for you to have a successful holiday season. We went over the first three earlier this week. We went over the first three. So the first one was set your Q4 goals, and I want to get right into it because I think I'm going to share my screen. If not, I'm letting you know that I did create a prompt for you all to create your welcome series for your emails, because today we're going to be talking about emails. I'm jumping ahead, but let me go back. So we had set your Q4 goals. It tells you exactly how to set them, one or two key products you want to push, and break down your goals into action steps, milestones. And so that was the first one. The second one was to lock in your offers. What are you going to do? What are you going to offer? What are you going to bundle up, right? So we have that for number 2. Number 3 was prep your content. So we were talking about batch creating. We were talking about what are those national holidays that's coming up that you can utilize to help get your message out and to get in front of more people. We were talking about that. And then number 4 off this list is test your systems. Test your systems. And so today we're going to talk about emails, and some people don't have their emails in place. Some people don't have an email list. Some people are not gathering emails. And remember, one of the things that I want you to I want to remind you that your email list is gold. You own your email list. You'll own your content, your contacts. We don't own anything off of any of these social media platforms. So as you build and your goal is to get more followers and more engagement and all of that other stuff, we got to keep in mind, should the app disappear one day, all of that information is now gone, right? And not only is not all of that information for you, all that, you're not going to be able to get in front of your audience again. How are you going to find them? There's no way for you to contact them. You're going to have to get on another platform, and you're going to have to figure all these things out. It's going to be a lot of trouble. We don't need that. So we are going to get into the habit of building our email list. Not getting to the habit, but you need to do it, period. That's it. You need to do it. It's not a suggestion. It's not, anything like that. You need to get your email list, and you need to start getting some traction on it. So instead of saying test your systems, we're going to say make sure that you have your systems in place. So we are going to make sure that we set up systems. So that's what's over there. And then we were talking about the hidden values, which I'm going to tie into today too, as well. The hidden values of the inventory and the stock that you have on your shelves, whether it's raw materials, containers, or if it's not ingredients, if it's raw materials, or if it's containers and stuff like that. If you have that on your shelf, or old product, not old like expired, but slow moving products on your shelves, and how we can use that to our advantage to build value, to increase value on bundles, and also maybe do some freebies, especially or some discounted items at pop-up shops or things like that. Just a little extra, boom, 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 so you can get that little extra in, so you're not actually just losing all of the money. So with that being said, y'all, let me go into this real fast, and then I'm going to go into the people that are in the room. I'm going to say hello to everybody, and then we're going to get started, especially again, because I know I want to share my screen. Oh, tonight, y'all, I'm sorry, y'all. Just follow me. I promise y'all I'm bringing you back. Tonight, we are going to see, I'll be doing my makeup tonight, y'all. Tonight, I'm going to see Babyface. Casey and Joe. Well, it's gonna be JoJo. I don't know if it's Jodeci or we just gonna see JoJo. I don't know what it is, but we're gonna see them. And Uncle Charlie. Charlie. I hope he don't look like Little Richard like he did in the video that I seen, and he was sitting there popping his gum, chewing his gum, and singing. I hope he is there and ready to go. Okay, ready to go. All right, so let me go into the hidden value real fast because I got my notes. I think I might make this a little guide, y'all, because I'm like, this is very valuable information. So it may even be a guide. So we want to use the dead stock so we can do free gifts. We can add, again, we can bundle up. What can we do for special editions for the containers and things that we purchased that we thought we were going to use, that we turned out that we didn't use, or we just didn't get around to using them? We can make those as special editions. We don't have to go out and buy new things, because new things, are shiny and we get excited. It's a shot of dopamine, right? We don't need that. We got stuff sitting here we could use. So what can you use to create a special edition? Again, your customers don't know that you had purchased this 2 years ago, and you were supposed to use this for this special collection that you were supposed to do then. They don't know that. Put the product in there and bottle it up, package it up, make it nice, and sell it. Okay. Also, increase the average order value by bundling things up. You could do your best sellers with maybe a slow seller. You can do your a seasonal set, and then do a free gift. Those type of things, you can add value to what you have. What can you do is freebies. This is what we were talking about with the 1 ounce samples. You can either create, like I know cousin, she uses the 1 ounce samples to create these little 1 ounce, I think they're 1 ounce, the little sample of wax melts, and they're just like the wax shots, right? So she has those at events when she goes. So you can do those at events. You can do something like 3 for $5, sell them things, or you can do them as a free gift that you're going to put in your customers order, or you can use it as a freebie and say, hey, sign up for our list and we'll give you a free wax melt or something like that, right? Or you could do just anything. It could be little body oils, it could be little room sprays, it could be anything, right? And then if you have things that are slow movers that are on your shelves, maybe change the label and make it something seasonal, or make it something that you just shouldn't change the name so it's festive, more festive for the season itself. It doesn't have to be pumpkin or Christmassy or whatever, but you can change the name of it. It could be something sassy, something people say for the holidays, just because people love cute things. People love things that, oh, that's cute, I could put that on my desk. Think about that, right? So before we get into the emails, let's see who is in the building. On my ear. And I would be doing a disservice if I told you that everything is all about the product, right? It is not always about the product, right? Not only about the product, there are also other things that we have to take into consideration. We also have to think that we have all these products, but we need people to sell them to. Hello, right? So you can't just focus all your time and energy on the making of a thing, because you got to speak to the people so that the people could purchase the thing. Remember, we used to say back in the day, you know, early in our coffee with Nikki days, that you got to fill up the club. Like you can't open up, have a big club night. You're gonna have a big debut and you ain't got nobody to fill the club up with. Who gonna buy the drinks? Who gonna listen to the music? Who promoted this thing? Where's your street team? You got to have something popping, right? In order for the people to be in there. And so you got to keep that in mind with your products as well. Like, yes, you made a pretty thing. Now, who are you going to speak to and how are you going to speak to them? How are you going to fill up the club so that the people can purchase your products? Right? You have to make sure that you're doing that. So let's get into the building. Let's see who's here. Hope everybody make sure when you walked in, you hit the like button, hit the like button. Let me just play that for y'all real quick.
Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like, hit the like, hit the like button.
Yes. So let's get it. Let's go. Let's see who's in the building so we can get into today. So we can get into it. All right. Good morning, cuz. Well, see, here I go again. She said good morning. Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Don't have the same ring. Grand Rising, cousin. Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Maybe we could do it. We'll see. We'll see. Listen, good morning, sis. Good morning, Chantel. And you already know.
You better thank a union member.
You better what?
You better thank a union member.
Indeed. You better thank a union member. Indeed. Yes, indeed. All right. Good morning, Big Meech. Good morning, Big Meech in the house. Big Meech in the house. Girl, we still ain't get that song together. We got to get it together. But she said,
hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like, hit the like, hit the like button.
Did everybody get their checklist? Did everybody comment checklist on my last post so you could get your checklist? I think it's really good. Go get your checklist and let me know what your thoughts are. Good morning, Christina. Oh, Grand Rising, Christina. Happy Thursday. Listen, I'm going to have a whole hard time trying to not say good morning. I'm just going to say it. Listen. I'll try to wean myself off of it another time. Good morning, Christina. How are you doing this amazing morning? Good morning, Melly Mel. Melly Mel is in the building. She said, good morning, party people. Party people. It's Thankful Thursday. And it's Thankful Thursday. And of course, she said, wait a minute.
Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like, hit the like, hit the like button.
Hey, good morning, Martini. How are you doing this amazing morning? Good morning, Damien. Damien said, good morning, creative spirits. Happy Thursday, Vasey. Vasey's in the building. Good morning, Miss Kim. Miss Kim said, good morning, lovelies. Good morning, Sheila from VA. She said, it's Thankful Thursday. An attitude of thankfulness helps you see every experience as a catalyst for transformation, propelling you toward a future filled with promise, possibility, and fulfillment. Thank you so much, Sheila from VA. Love it. Listen, Uncle Charlie had his full face of makeup on, powdered and everything. He was baking and everything and chewing gum, and he was propped up against, I think it was a piano or something. He was propped up and he was just popping his gum and just, he ain't care. Listen. Anyway, I just hope it's a good time. Love Jodeci. Listen, I don't even know who exactly is going to be there because they said Casey ain't going to be there. So it's going to just be, no, JoJo ain't going to be there. Casey going to be there. So listen, I don't know what we're going to get, but we shall see. I'll keep you posted. Good morning, Belvalore Gifting. How are you doing this amazing morning? Good morning, Melissa. Melissa's in the building. She said, good morning, everyone, and I'm beyond blessed. Yes, and yes. Lord have mercy. I see that I may have an issue with connection, y'all. I have to get me a new charger for my computer because this computer be bugging. We'll see. We'll go as far as we can go, and if I have to go into my telephone so that I can go live, I'll just do my telephone. I just can't see the comments so much, but we'll see. We'll see. Good morning, Jaleesa. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you doing this amazing morning? Good morning, Yolanda. Yolanda's in the building. She said, good morning, family. Good morning. Good morning, Miss Anita. Miss Anita. Ow, Miss Anita. Miss Anita. What? Miss Anita. Miss Anita. Hey. All right. That's on me because I'm sick and in the doctor's office right now. Oh, okay. Hope you're feeling better. Hope you're feeling better. And she said, Grand Rising. Big Meech said, it went something like Meechie's in the house. Big Meechie's in the house. I gave up looking on it. I know it's so long. Listen, I'm going to work it out. I'm going to work it out. Good morning, Sharice. How are you doing this amazing morning? Sharice is in the building. Good, thankful Thursday morning, fam, bam, ow. I love the checklist. Come on, Miss Kim. I love it. Whenever I have to do something, let me tell you something. Whenever I'm creating something, I always run it by Miss Kim because Miss Kim will always look it over thoroughly. I love Miss Kim. I love the checklist and the fact that you care to include time for rest. One of the aspects we often forget. Yes, yes, and yes. All right, y'all. So listen, again, battery, da-da-da-da-da. We're going to see how far we can get. I'm going to be moving pretty fast. I move pretty fast anyway. But anyway, just follow me. If I'm moving too fast, let me know. Okay? Let me know. So we're going to be talking about emails. Does everybody have their emails set up? One's in the chat. Do you have your email list? We're going to just start with the email list. If you got your email list, put a 1 in the chat. 1 in the chat. Do you have your email list? Let's get it. Let's go. I don't care what platform you use. I'm not here to tell you what platform is better. I'm not telling you, go on ahead and go on this way. I'm not doing any of that. Do you have an email list? I don't care which one it is. I don't care which one it is. I don't think JoJo is a part of the tour. I think he was sick a while back. Oh, okay. Got it. Yolanda says she loved the checklist too. Hey, let's get it. Let's go. All right, y'all. If you go to my last post, if you comment checklist, it's going to send you the checklist. Okay. It's going to send you the checklist. All right. So if you have your email list set up, that's part of what is it? Part of the battle. So you got that set up. Now we need a welcome series. How many of y'all, if you have a welcome series, since y'all just put ones in the chat, put me. If you have a welcome series that consists of more than just one email that said, thank you for your email, here's 10% off. If you have a series of emails that are nurturing your customers to purchase, let me know. Not the one, just say me in the chat, not the email that is confirmation that they signed up and you give them a 20% or 10% or whatever that thing is. How many of you actually have a series of emails that go out for your welcome? Okay. If you have a series of emails that go out for your welcome, put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. And if you do not, good. Because not good. If you don't, we are here to talk about that today. So you want to make sure that you are engaging with your audience. Just because they signed up for your list, don't mean that they automatically know who you are. That doesn't mean that they automatically know what you're all about. So this is your opportunity to have a conversation with them. This is like them walking into your store and you're explaining the things and where things are so that they know where to go, right? This is exactly what that is. So when you're using your email list, when you're using your email list, you want to make sure that you're communicating to your audience. You want them to get some understanding about who you are, what your values are, or whatever, or your products, Then you want to say, oh, let's give you some information, right? Not information about you, but some information that you're going to find valuable, right? And so you're going to give them that value, and then you're going to give them, hey, if you're ready or whatever, if you would like to purchase or try with products, this is what we want you to do, or this is what you could try, or this is whatever, right? But you want to make sure that you have a series set up so that you can warm them up, right? Because who knows how they seen your email list. They might have seen a QR code and they just clicked it and they just did it, right? They may have forgotten what you've done, what you do, right? And so you want to make sure that you are giving them the information that they need to make a decision on making a purchase, right? So You need to have a welcome series. Now, if you are part of my YouTube crew, all my YouTube members that's in the building, thank you so much for being a member. I gave you a prompt that is going to help you to create an email welcome series that sound like yourself, that sounds like your brand, that sounds like it sounds like your brand, your tone, and it has that same energy that you want your brand to have. That is what you're going to be sending out to the audience, right? So I gave you a whole series. It's a nice long prompt, and it's a plug and play. So you're going to put in your information so that you can get what's the word? So you can get concentrated information for your audience about your brand. Okay. All right. So I want to get into why we need to set these systems up now. Because if right now you're experiencing a slow season, or even if it's not slow, it's not as busy as your holiday season, right? So now it's slower. Okay, so let's not say it's slow, because then, again, watching our words. Let's just say it's a slower time right now. We know that it's going to pick up for the holiday season, so it's not as chaotic. So what we need to do now is to make sure that we have all of this in place, right? So yes, if all of y'all said that y'all have your welcome series set up, and it's more than just one email, and you're nurturing your customers along the way, or potential customers along the way, now let's think about what we're going to be doing for the holiday season, how we're going to launch this thing for the holiday season. What do we want to say about the holiday season? How do we want to communicate? How do we want to keep them in the loop of what's going on, so that we don't just pop out in October, November. We don't just pop out in November talking about, hey, Black Friday sale, and we ain't speak to them since they signed up for the email list 2 years ago, right? We want to make sure that we are communicating with them and we are engaging with them, because this is the only way that we know that they're going to possibly open up the email, right? You may get a few stragglers that's going to open up your email and say, hey, well, I haven't heard from them. Oh, Bubble Babes, I haven't heard from them in a while. Let me open this. You may have some people that's going to say that, but for the majority of the people, it's probably going to go into spam, or it's probably going to get overlooked. It's going to get lost in their sea of emails, especially if you're deciding that you want to email in November when everybody is sending emails for Black Friday. Excuse me. Everybody's sending emails for Black Friday. So your messages are getting lost. Your messages are getting lost in the source, because everybody is sending them stuff. They're getting emails from everybody. They're getting sales. They're getting hit with sales left and right. So how are you going to stand out in that sea of emails, right? How will you stand out in the sea of emails? Okay. So we're going to fix it. Do you have a way to collect your emails? Are you giving people a call to action? If you're giving people a call to action, put it in the chat. Put CTA in the chat. Are you giving your customers a call or your followers a call to action? Are you giving, like, doing a video, creating content, and then saying, oh, by the way, our email list is in the bio. Or, oh, by the way, click this or comment this so you can sign up for our email list. Are you doing that? Are you giving your people a call to action? If you are, put call to action, put CTA in the chat. If not, put a number 2. Put a number 2. Are you giving them ways to learn? Are you giving them a way to sign up for your email list? Are you giving your customers a way to sign up for your email list? You may think and take for granted that, oh, they know my email list is right there in my link in bio. They know that. They may not know. Why do you think they know that? You know what I'm saying? We got to stop assuming that people know something, and we just got to just give the information. We can't make assumptions about what we think people think is the next natural step because we think it, right? So we have to tell them how we want them to communicate with us, what we want them to do next, how they can engage with us. We have to be the person that lead the way, right? This is our brand. We have to lead the way. We have to lead by example. We got to give the information. We've got to teach. We got to do all of that. So if we have to do that, then we need to tell them what the next step is. So if the next step is for them to sign up on your email list, then we need to let them know, hey, we need you to sign up for the email list. You want more information like this? Sign up for the email list, or sign up for the blog, sign up for wherever you want them to go. You need to, I forgot who I saw, and they were saying that every piece of content that you create, it should always have a call to action. Now, do I always follow this? I don't always follow it, but you need to make sure that you do it. right? From here on out, I will be following that, right? Because you have to give people the next step. You got to let them know what the next right thing is for them to do, right? Because you don't just want them to drop off here. What if it's a first time viewer watching one of your videos and they thought it was interesting, they wanted to engage with you, but yet they don't know where to go, right? They didn't go to the link in bio, they just enjoyed the content that you put out. I want to tell you what you need to do, right? I want to tell you how you can get back, so that you can come back and make a purchase. If you enjoyed that, I got more. You know what I mean? So, or if you enjoyed that, I need you to follow. I need you to subscribe. I need you to like. I need you to comment. I need you to, what do you want your people to do? We create content and we get wrapped up in the fact that we're going to create the content. And after we create the content, it's just that. It's just content. It's just flat. So we have to make sure that when we're creating the content, that we are always giving our customers, we're always giving our people a call to action, right? We're giving our people a call to action. What does a call to action look like? You can do comment a word in the chat, right? You could do this free off of ManyChat. You could also do it off of Linktree, and you could do the auto Instagram DM responder. I'm saying it wrong, but I know exactly. You know what I'm saying? It's a Instagram auto responder. That's what it is called. Auto responder or DM responder, right? You could do that off of ManyChat. You can do it off of Linktree. I don't know what else you could do it off of, but I know that you could for sure do it off of that. And I know on Linktree you could do it for free. So they can comment a word and you can send them something. You can send them like I had a PDF for y'all to get the checklist. You can have them sign up for your email list directly through there. You can offer them a free video to watch, a song to listen to, or whatever, right? There's so many things that you can do with that one little thing. It don't take you anything. You set it up one time and they're able to engage. They're able to take that next step. You don't got to take them and hold their hand and say, let me take you to a place where you, I don't know why I always say that. Let me take you to a place I know you want to go. But you don't have to do that, right? You can have them comment the word and let the autoresponder send the rest of the information. What does that look like? And the fact that you can do it not just the one time. If you want them, okay, so they say yes, they want to sign up for the email list. Okay, so then now they sign up for the email list. You can contact them a day or two later and send them something else. This way, it's still continuing to build and nurture that relationship with that person, and your hands off. If y'all with me, say I'm with you. If y'all with me, say I'm with you. I do a call to action sometimes. We got to get into the habit. Yes, I do it sometimes as well. We got to get into the habit of doing it all the time. Okay, so the autoresponder can even come back and respond to them days later. It could even ask them, hey, what you thought about this? Did you enjoy that? If you enjoyed that, I know you're going to love this. You know what I'm saying? If you utilize these systems and automations to help you grow your business, you will be able to make better connections with your audience, right? So let me know if y'all with me. Put with you in the chat. Put with you in the chat. And how are you collecting your emails? How are you collecting your emails? Put it in the chat. Are you doing pop-ups on your website? Are you doing maybe when you have a thing on your website that says at the bottom that says click for the newsletter? Are you telling them this on your social media platforms to join your email list? How are you telling people, or do you do pop-up shops or markets or vendor events, and then you collect emails from there? Maybe you have a QR code or something like that, or maybe you have a clipboard and you're writing down the emails and then you're taking them and you putting them into your email platform, but then you're not saying anything to the people. Let me know. Do you have a way of getting your emails? Let me know. How are you collecting your emails? How are you collecting your emails? I need to know in the chat. And I need to do a better job of it. Like sometimes I feel like, I'm like, oh, my email list. And I left it at a certain number. And not I left it at a certain number, but I was hot and heavy doing it. And then I was like, I stopped. And the thing is, you can't stop again because why? Your email list is yours. If anything should happen to any of these social media platforms, we don't own any of the viewers that are on the platform. We got to figure out a way to capitalize off of the eyes that we have to figure out a way to capitalize off the attention that we're getting off of these social media platforms. Since we don't own them, we have to figure out a way to take our piece of the pie, right? And stop sitting on these social media platforms talk about, oh yeah, I want to get my viewers up. I want to get my viewers up. I want to get my watch time up. I want to get my followers up. I want to get all of these things up. But yet you have no way of getting back in contact with these people. Now, what you can do is do a retargeting ad, right? But if you do a retargeting ad and the platform ain't there, who are you retargeting? Right? You could do retargeting ads for people that liked your videos, for people who commented, people who watched your videos, like those type of things, or followed you. You can get in contact with those people, but if the platform ain't there, can you still get in contact with those people? Because how are they going to retarget? What kind of data are they going to use to go and find those people if the platform is no longer there? So what could you do to maximize those views? So whenever you are on anybody's social media platform, you should be directing the people to your email list. What can you do to entice them to give them your email list? And we need to think about that. What can I offer that's going to be a sweet enough carrot that's going to entice my people, or entice the people or the audience, the attention that I'm getting from these platforms to sign up for my email list so that I can always speak to them whenever I want. So if I don't feel like producing content today, I can still talk to my people through my email list. Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? If y'all picking up what I'm putting down, say yes in the chat. Sharice says, I collect emails from customers from the vending events I attend. Yes. Let's not just leave it there though. Let's get that, and let's get what we get in here too, right? And I say all of that to say I should be doing this as well on here, right? Sign up for my email list now, right? But I did, like I said, on the platform when I say sign up for my checklist, I'm enticing you with something that is going to be valuable to you, something that you could start applying immediately to your life. That's going to be, oh, well, that's valuable. If she's going to give me this for free, I wonder what she's going to give me with, her paid services, or what else she got to give for free. Because, sometimes everybody like, oh yeah, freeze for me. So if she gave that for free, I wonder what else she going to give for free. Right? And so this is going to entice them to give me their email list. Hence the word I'm telling y'all to say checklist, right? So you got to think about that. How are we going to get the attention and keep the attention on us? How can we keep the attention on us? When TikTok went dark, everybody was scrambling, especially those people that were making crazy money off of TikTok. They were scrambling. What are they going to do? Oh, we're going to go to this other app. You going to the other app. The people, you don't even know how to speak the language. What are they speaking? They were speaking Mandarin on the thing. Why are you going to another app? You don't even speak the language. Everybody scrambling, trying to make things work, trying to make something pop, trying to make something shake. And so instead of sitting there getting stuck, how can they gave you the attention and it's free, right? So how can we maximize off their free, right? All these social media platforms are free. How can we maximize off their free? What can we do? Stop taking advantage of it. We're not paying attention because it's free. If they charged us, we would be charged. If they charge us to be on the platform, every view we would be making sure we got some way to get in contact with them people because we paying for that platform. So I want y'all to get into that habit, and I want y'all to think like y'all paying for these free social media platforms. And I need y'all to get into the habit of everybody who's watching you, they need to be on your email list. How can I get these people on my email list? Everybody may not stay, and that's fine because you got to pay for your email list when it starts to grow too far anyway, right? So everybody may not stay there. That's okay, right? You want the people who want to be involved with what you got going on. You want the people that's interested in your stuff, right? That see value in what you're giving. Those are the people that you want. The people that don't want your stuff and they ain't opening your emails, let them fall off anyway. Because if you're paying for them to be there and they ain't opening up your stuff anyway, you wasting money. right? We think about our email list and we're like, oh, this person unsubscribed, this person unsubscribed. Well, if you wasn't opening up my emails and if you wasn't, you didn't think anything that I was saying was valuable, you wasn't going to my website and you wasn't doing the things that I needed you to do anyway, I don't need you on my website. I don't need you on my email list. You could go, right? Because I'm paying for it. That's like going to a wedding and you paying for all these people to show up and the people don't show up and now you still got to pay for these plates. No. You know how much it costs to have per plate at a wedding? We don't need to be paying for them people. If you're not going to show up, then we don't need to pay for you. Bye. Fall off. Okay? Let me see what you all are saying in the chat. All right, looks like we're good. All right, I have it at the bottom of my website, but thinking of doing a pop-up. I also try to get as many as I can at a market. Yes. Now think about every post. Hey, you want more information like this? Sign up for our email list. Hey, I got something in the I got a checklist. Go get that. Whatever, right? However you can entice your people to sign up for your email list, think about it and do it. Think about it and do it. So if you have, everybody says they have a way of collecting emails, right? Again, I'm not telling you what platform is best. Choose what works for your budget. Choose what works for your ease, and choose what works, for whatever it is that you're trying to do. Every email list is not the same. You know what I mean? There's going to be different things that you see that you may like somewhere else, and find which one works for you. Everything don't work for everybody. Everybody is not a Klaviyo type of person. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is not a MailChimp type of person. So you might like MailChimp, but MailChimp, the price is going up. And if the price went up and you find something else that is comparable to that, then go with that. You know what I'm saying? But whatever it is that you're going to work with that thing. Work with it and set all of the things up, set up the journeys that you need to set up. Point blank, period, right? How many of you are introducing yourself in your emails? You have a welcome series, but are you introducing yourself? Are you talking about your brand and how it started, or the values of the company? Are you doing that in your welcome series? For those who said that they have welcome series, are you doing that? Let me know in the chat. 1 in the chat if you are, 2 if you are not. Are you introducing yourself? Are you telling them what your brand values are? Are you telling them the things that you have to offer? What makes you stand apart? Are you using your welcome series for the people to get to know you better? And if you are not, then you should, right? If you are not using that, if you're not using this series for them to know and grow with you and to grow into knowing who you are, then you should really think about, I need to reassess what I'm saying to my audience, and I need to see how I can connect. What can I share? ChatGPT is going to be your very best friend, right? If that's what you want to use. Whatever, you could use AI to help you to create a welcome series. You could use AI to help you to create information that they're going to find valuable. There's no reason for us to have these generic welcome series going out. Hey, all right, welcome to the list. Welcome to the team. Next thing, hey, got 20% off for you for this product. They don't even know anything about that product. How are you offering 20? You could give somebody 100% off of something. If they don't know what your product can do for them, they're probably, if they don't think like, oh, well, I don't know if I need that. 100% don't matter. 99% don't matter, even if you got to pay that one little 1%. It don't matter because I don't even know what this thing do. I don't even know if I need that. So you got to show them value. It don't matter how much percentage you give them. People are like, well, I did a sale and nobody bought, because they don't see value in what you have. So if they don't see value in what you have, then you got to do a better job than communicate. You have to do a better job at communicating your value. Yes, we got to do a better job at communicating our value, and we need to be able to voice this on all of our platforms, because it needs to be one band, one sound on the whole platform, right? They need to be able to get information no matter where they go, not just jump in and be lost. You know what I'm saying? You might be nurturing somewhere or you might be giving information somewhere, and then they just jump into the middle of something and like, well, what did I jump into? You told me to follow you on social media. What did I jump into? So you got to think, new eyes are going to be on you all the time. Yes, you may start at different places, but how can you catch people up? What is that one little something you could say? You know what I'm saying? You know, when you get on live, everybody usually say, hey, my name is so-and-so, and we do da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and we serve blah, 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 blah. That's catching up the people who don't know who you are. And as it's also serving as a reminder to the other people who have met you before. Okay, so we have to always remember that everybody is if the goal is to have new eyes on you all the time, and if that's the goal, then we need to make sure that we are updating the people when they come in. We are updating them. You're not going to do it for every new person that comes in, but you're going to do it periodically so that they are getting introduced to you, right? Let me see. All right, so Melissa says she's doing it. Chantel is doing it. I need to review my welcome series. Some things have changed. And I need to do the same. I need to go back in and I need to make sure that I'm hitting hard enough. I need to make sure that I am not just talking about a percentage off or not just talking about a free product, that I'm truly nurturing my audience. Right? I want to make sure that I'm truly nurturing my audience. And then you got to think too, what are you going to give in exchange for an email? What are you willing to give? Now, I'm not going to go about how much you're going to spend, budgets and stuff like that as far as, getting the people in. But I want to just know, what are you going to give or what can you give in exchange for the email? Right? Because everybody wants to know what's in it for me. So if everybody want to know what's in it for me, what are you going to give in exchange for an email? This is where those hidden values come in. This is where we were talking about those items that are sitting on your shelves. This is where we were talking about the containers that are sitting in boxes. This is where we were talking about 1 ounce fragrance oils that you have, and you have plenty of them. This is where all of those things can come into place, where you can offer something free, offer a free gift, a free sample, or whatever. Right? This is the time, a sampler set. This is the time for you to use those things to help you to get the email. Right? We're building connections. We're building relationships and creating connection. Building relationships and creating connection. If that is what we're doing, then what can we do? What can we offer? Most of us have, even if it's not a product base, right? Let's get the product out. What can we offer from our expertise, our education? What can we offer to someone that can offer value to them? Right? You may know what foods to eat so that your eczema don't flare up. You may know what supplements that somebody should take if they have hair loss or something like that. You may know what makes your teeth whiter, right? And you may these things help with what you have to, what you're selling, but you're also giving some value. These are things that they're going to find priceless, and they're going to say, wow, that was some really good information. I didn't know that. Let me try that thing out. And if they try it and it works, guess what? You're building connection. You're building trust. They're starting to know, like, and trust you. They're like, oh, wow, this person has some good information. Let me try their product. It doesn't always happen in that particular way, but I'm just saying, if they're giving that, then imagine what they're doing. If they felt it was important enough for them to share something that they've experienced in their life or from their education that they can share with me, and they shared this for free, and I had no idea about this thing. If they're giving me this, I wonder what they're going to be doing with their product, because if they felt like I needed this information, and I truly did, imagine their product and what that could do for me. Y'all feel me? Let me know if y'all feel me. Let me know if you feel me. Let me see. Melly Mel says, my email list is current customers. It hasn't grown. I need to reintroduce myself on the socials and give a call to action to sign up for my email list. Yes. And Instagram have that thing on there that you could do a little link. Have it make it so easy for them to click the link and sign up right there, right on the story. So they don't got to stop watching the story and go to the link in your bio. They can go right there and click that link and join your email list, right? Easy peasy. Instead of saying that we need to, I had test your systems, we need to make sure, we need to go back and look and see what we set up. So we can make, like Chantel said, we can make the adjustments, right? If you knew that you set up your welcome series and your welcome series wasn't very nurturing, let's go back to the drawing board and let's go to Chat GPT. If you are a member of my YouTube group, again, I put a whole long prompt in there that's going to set you up a good welcome series that's going to sound like your brand. See what you get. You don't have to copy everything. You're just going to take a little bit. Take the information that you need and apply it and start looking at those things. Start looking at the national holidays and see what holidays pertain to your business that you can maximize off of, right? If you got coffee products and they got coffee days, they got podcast days, they got all these days that you can take advantage of to get in. You can make connection with your audience, right? This gives you also other ways for you to create content that is just not so much solely based on products, you behind the scenes and all that other stuff. This gives you a way to experiment with other things, right? So we can also do that as well. And let me see. All right. So we have to look at our systems, see if we need to go back to the drawing board and tweak some things. I know a lot of us, sometimes we were just copying and pasting the journeys. And I was one of them. So look this way. I was one of them, copying and pasting the journeys that we seen, or the template journey that they gave on whatever email platform that you were using, and just changing a few words here and there. But let's do a little more than that. Let's do better, because when you know better, you do better. So let's do better, right? Let's think how our customer would receive this information. How would we want our customer to feel when they read this email? And it's not just a cold template. You know what I'm saying? How would we want our customer to feel? So now we are generating this first email the way, thinking about our customer, thinking about connection, thinking about building a new relationship with this person. How are we going to speak to them? We're not going to just speak to them like, hey, give me your number. Maybe I'll call you. Give me your number. I'll call you up. You act like you just don't give a, right? So we're not just doing that. We're doing better. We're doing more, right? Because we're going to over deliver, and we're going to build that connection. We're going to over deliver and build connection. We're going to serve our audience. We're going to be mindful of how we communicate with them, because we're nurturing a relationship here, right? That's the same way when you're building a relationship with anybody. You're going to be mindful about how you speak to them. You're not going to talk crazy to them the first time y'all get together. You know what I'm saying? And if you are talking crazy to them, depending on how crazy that person is, they're not going to receive you. And so you don't want to do that with your audience, right? I want you to keep that in mind. You may be like, oh, Nikki, I thought we just have to do it. No, now you know better. I thought we just needed to just say, here's our email list. Thank you for joining and sending them a discount. No, now you know better. So now think about, how would you want somebody to speak to you the first time that they meet you? What do you want to say? Right? And now we need to follow up, right? Because we just need to check in. Maybe you didn't get the email, and maybe you didn't get the email. Maybe you didn't check it. Let me send you another one. This is kind of like a little gentle nudge, gentle reminder. Let me give you a little backstory. Let me help you out a little bit. Let me show you around. Then the next one, maybe you want to say, you can do more than 3 if you want to. But the next one, you're going to be like, hey, maybe you'll be interested in da-da-da-da-da. What kind of stuff are you interested in? Or da-da-da-da-da. This is what we do, whatever the wording is, right? You want to build a little bit more. Now you're a little bit more cozy with them, right? Because you done sent them 2 emails. So now in the 3rd email, we're a little bit more cozy. So we're going to give a little bit more information. And then maybe the last email is going to be the email when we ask for the sale. Maybe that's the email when we're going to give them this discount. Or maybe we're offering discounts along the way. Maybe you're increasing the discount, or maybe you just put it there. Well, if you change, not if you change your mind, if you think about it and you want something that we have, then here's 10%, right? Oh, if they say no, then think about a way, because you can send your emails. And I know I'm going all over the place with this, but you can do a yes response if they want to opt in, and a no response, right? You can always do that. But I need you to go back and I need you to reassess what you have going on your nurturing sequence, on your email sequence. What did you say to your people? Maybe you need to change some stuff. Maybe you need to sound a little more welcoming. Maybe you need to sound a little bit more welcoming and not as cold, right? Not cold and calculated. You sound warm and you really want to get to know who these people are, right? Because this is your customers. These are the people that are going to support you. These are the people that are going to keep the doors open for you. So you want to make sure that you are speaking to them in a loving and kind way. So if you have to go back and reassess what you got for your series, go look at it. If you are a member of the YouTube crew, you have the prompt, so going ahead and check the prompt. Maybe tomorrow I'll go into the prompt because we got 10 minutes left, and y'all already know I told you about my battery. So maybe tomorrow we'll go into the prompt, or maybe I'll just do a DM response and I'll say prompt, and y'all could get the prompt and y'all could test it out and see if it works for y'all. So that's all I have. Does anybody have any questions about what we discussed today? Let me know in the chat. So I don't care what platform you use to get your email list together. Pick anything, pick what works, right? Pick something easy. Don't get stuck, because I know sometimes people be like, oh, Klaviyo is so difficult. Well, don't get stuck there then. Go somewhere else where it's easier. Don't get stuck somewhere you get so stuck that you don't move. Okay? Find something that works for you. Find something that works for you. Find something that works for your budget, and make sure you find something that is easy for you to work with. Okay, you know how to do things. You can find the customer journeys easily. You can find, all of the things that you need easily. You want to create some forms or some surveys or some whatever. All of that stuff is there. And if you don't need to figure out how to do it and get a bunch of tutorials, find something that's easy. There are plenty of email platforms out here that are super easy to get around, right? To navigate. So you want to make sure that you are, you set up your series. You want to you get your platform, you set up your series, your welcome series, and then you think about what you want to do for your holiday series too. That's coming up. And then you also you don't need to figure out. You also need to get into the habit of creating a call to action after everything that you do, right? Nikki, is going to sound repetitive. Business is repetitive. Everything about your business is going to be repetitive. You're going to keep on talking about it because there's going to be new people that are going to be listening. There are going to be new ears of corn that are developing in your field. Okay. So you have to make sure that you're always saying it, because you got to think somebody new is listening. Yes, you're going to have some old people listening, but the new people are going to be listening too. And we got to make sure that we give them a call to action. So where are we sending the people? After every piece of content, after everything, send the people somewhere. Send the people somewhere. What else do I want to share? You need to have a call to action. Make sure that you are doing more than just getting signups off of a pop-up on your website and off of your, like at events, because you're on social media. Sometimes people are getting thousands, millions of views, and where are the people going? And if you're not doing ads, how are you getting these people into the door? You're not, right? They're lost. They're gone. They're in the wind. So how are you going to get these people in the door? So maybe you want to consider that as well. What else do I have? I think that is it. That is it. Make sure that you have a call to action, your email platform, nurture them, and make sure it sounds like it's in your language, and do a series. So that is all I have. Oh, and what you can give them in exchange. What can you give them in exchange? Think of what could be a freebie. It doesn't have to be a physical product. It could be a digital product. It could be a prompt. It could be a text. It could be anything, right? What could you offer as a freebie that's going to entice them, right? Because everybody always wants to know, you hear me say this a lot, what's in it for them? And you may be like, Nikki, well, I got a dope product. They don't care about that. They don't care about that. What's in it for them? What does this dope product do for them? Your product is dope, is amazing, it's made with amazing ingredients. But what does that have to do with me? How is that going to benefit me? How's that going to make my life better? How's that going to make my life easier? How is it going to build my confidence? How is it going to make me feel good? You got to think of that, okay? You need to think of that because it should not be overlooked, because that is what the people are thinking. So with that being said, y'all, I hope today was valuable. I hope that you take today. And also I want to tell you too, take some time, take a day, and because taxes, let me tell y'all, okay, they stress me. So take a day to do what you need to do to set these systems in order, so you can go back, check out what you had in place, analyze it, see what you need to make changes on it, make sure that there is sending out at the proper time, make sure that you think about what you want to do for your holiday campaign, and start seeing where you can start sending out and scheduling information. I'm sending out information to your audience, right? How you can start dripping that out. You want to make sure that you set all of those things up and just look at how you want to drip out your content as well, right? And use a day. Just use a day and get that all in order, because it's going to be better that you get it in order now while time is slower for you and everyone else. You want to do that now before it gets too chaotic and you're all over the place and nothing, when things just falling through the cracks, and then things just start, the foundation just starts to break because it can't stand on shaky ground and everything just collapsed. That's not what you want, right? That is not what you want. So take the time now to start building what it is that you want. So with that being said, y'all, make sure that if you're not subscribed yet, that you're going ahead and subscribe. Turn on your notifications bell so that you can be notified when we go live. We go live Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Coffee with Nikki, your daily cup of information and inspiration. And if you have not hit the like button, y'all already know, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. What else? We'll be back tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I'll be back with the prompt that I was telling you about, the email. And if you are on my YouTube crew, I need y'all to try that prompt and let me know how it works out for you. We'll work on the prompts. Maybe I'll share my screen tomorrow, or we'll do Fun Day Friday. But we'll get to that. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. All right. So with that being said, y'all have an amazing Thursday, and I'll keep y'all posted. I'll tell y'all all about my concert experience tomorrow. I'll let y'all know if Uncle Charlie had on makeup. I'll let you know how Jodeci was going. I'll let you know what's going on. Oh, and Babyface too. All right, y'all. So with that being said, I'm out of here. Y'all have the most, like Miss Tabitha, Auntie Tab says, have the most amazing day. Okay? And don't you go messing with nobody else. No, I'm just joking. Y'all have an amazing day. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all.